I think Tesla is definitely going to make an electric van. Prototypes are easy. Scaling production is very hard.
Hey guys, it's Kim Java here, and by now we have all heard about Tesla's upcoming Roadster, the Semi, and the so-called Model 2. But there is also a project that is so high on top of Elon Musk's to-do list at Tesla that he's hinted at it every single year for the last 5 years.
Now, a van, because you got a big flat area, that's actually where solar could start to make a little more sense.
He even thought this segment is so valuable in the auto space that he added it to his company's lineup strategy in his master plan part 2 back in 2016, suggesting that it needs to happen sooner rather than later. It's not just Elon Musk that thinks an electric Sprinter van is needed, but according to internal reports, the Tesla team has also expressed serious interest in this vehicle too. That's because it would not only benefit them in electrifying Tesla's own service fleet, but also competing with the likes of Rivian, who is putting thousands of electric Sprinter vans to work for Amazon beginning this month. There's also photos like this, where Tesla service vans are spotted at the pump, or this one getting a jump from what looks like one of its customers' non-Tesla cars, which of course it doesn't take a genius to see the irony in all of this. Former Tesla exec of global service Jon McNeill said this in 2018. "We don't think that it's very cool to show up to fix an electric vehicle with a combustion engine van. It really bugged us. Some really savvy technicians on our team figured out how to retrofit Model X to fit all the tooling and parts needed to do service." So these days, you'll usually find these retrofitted Model S and X Teslas showing up for mobile service visits, but that's not always the case. We've actually had both the gas type and the modified Model X show up for our mobile visits. It's pretty obvious, though, that Tesla has both the public interest and the necessary pieces in place to make an electric Sprinter van happen. It would be both modern, advanced, and extremely efficient, which is the biggest pitfall of most of the Sprinter vans that are on the market today. You know what else has the most modern and advanced in what it offers? Well, today's sponsor for the video, the Supply Company. Supply has a product that people have called the Tesla of razor blades because it's sleek, minimal, and extremely efficient in getting you the cleanest, irritation-free shave that you've ever experienced. If you've been in the camp of disposable or multi-blade cartridge razors, check out Supply's line of products. My husband actually started using them about a year ago, and I even tried them a couple times, and I was sold on how easy and irritation-free and cost-effective it can be versus the never-ending disposable game. Also, better for the environment, and they make a really great gift. I'll link them in the description below, and check out supply.co, and thank you again to Supply for supporting this channel. All right, let's shave off a little bit more of this video. Elon tweeted this in late 2018, maybe interesting to work with Daimler Mercedes on an electric Sprinter. That's a great van, we will inquire. If you're not familiar with the Tesla-Daimler connection, here it is in short. Back in 2009, Daimler acquired a 10% stake in Tesla, paying Tesla roughly $50 million, where the two companies agreed to work together in battery development projects and drive units. Tesla actually provided Mercedes with the electric powertrains used to power the Mercedes-Benz A-Class and B-Class electric cars. But in 2014, Daimler cashed out of the partnership, selling its stake in Tesla for roughly $780 million. In 2018, Daimler CEO publicly acknowledged interest again in working with Tesla, this time in an electric Sprinter van. Dieter Zech, CEO of Mercedes parent Daimler AG, said, quote, "These talks are happening and the outcome is open." Fast forward to just a few weeks ago during Tesla's 2020 Q4 earnings call, and Elon said this.
Tesla is definitely going to make an electric van at some point. The thing to bear in mind is that there is fundamentally a constraint on battery cell output. If one is not involved in manufacturing, it's really hard to appreciate just how hard it is to scale production. It's the hardest thing in the world. Prototypes are easy. Scaling production is very hard. The main reason we have not accelerated new products is, like for example, the Tesla Semi, is that we simply don't have enough cells for it. If we were to make the Semi like right now, we could easily go into production with the Semi, but we would not have enough cells for it right now.
So we know the limiting factor of bringing the cars to market is battery availability and production. In fact, you can go as far back as July of 2016 when Tesla only had the Model S and a couple thousand Model X's on the roads when they revealed the following of their master plan part 2. In addition to consumer vehicles, there are 2 other types of electric vehicles needed: heavy-duty trucks and high passenger density urban transport. Elon went on to say, both are in the early stages of development at Tesla and should be ready for unveiling next year. We believe the heavy-duty truck, the Tesla Semi, will deliver a substantial reduction in the cost of cargo transport while increasing safety and making it really fun to operate. Of course, Tesla ended up unveiling the Semi, but they never unveiled a vehicle with that high passenger density urban transport. We even have some insight on the design plans for this electric Sprinter van because Elon himself said so back in 2016. In July of that year, he tweeted, "Some good guessing by Jalopnik. The Tesla minibus will be built on Model X chassis. People density potential is surprisingly high." He was referring to this article, which I'll link below, by Jalopnik, titled "Tesla is about to eat Volkswagen's lunch." In it, Jalopnik lays out how the Model X chassis would perfectly suit an electric Sprinter van, which could support as much as 8 to 10 passengers with more interior room than the Model X and plenty of cargo room as well. That summer, fellow viewer and Tesla tech journalist Dana Hull asked Elon if any sketches for such a van were even available, and Elon responded by saying this: "It's inspired by some of California custom VW combi design art." And if you're not familiar with that particular vehicle, here's what Elon was hinting at as an inspiration for his microbus. You'll notice that these are all Volkswagen Type 2 microbuses. And to top it off, we've seen a glimpse of what could be considered an autonomous version of a high-density urban transport in this 2017 Boring Company teaser. You'll see an all-glass Tesla pod disappear underground for rapid transport. I'll link that video below as well. To me, the concept of an electric Tesla van is really interesting, and there's even more evidence of Tesla working on this car right now. In June of 2020, a California county official spoke to Mercury News, and they spilled the beans a little bit. During a press interview about the 3-mile tunnel system that the Boring Company is digging near Rancho Cucamonga, County Supervisor Kurt Hagman said this: "Originally, the proposal called for specially designed Tesla cars, but the Boring Company is working with Tesla to develop electric vans that can seat up to 12 people with their luggage, enlarging the capacity to 1,200 people per day, or 10 million plus per year." Now, the county official did not offer any more details about this 12-seat Tesla van, but I thought this just adds even more evidence that Tesla is serious in developing and definitely bringing such a vehicle to the marketplace. Elon previously mentioned the baseline benchmark for range in any Tesla moving forward needs to be at the minimum of 300 miles. And he recently even dropped the standard range Model Y from the lineup, saying that the range of under 250 miles is unacceptably low for Tesla's standard of excellence. So we'd have to think that the obvious starting point for the Sprinter van range would be at least 300 miles, but I would probably guess a little bit north of that. Interestingly enough, just a couple of months ago, Mercedes announced a new e-Sprinter van that is currently under development and coming to North America by 2023. If Tesla was to work with Mercedes in such a partnership, you'd imagine Mercedes would not be bringing its own electric vans to market, but maybe there's more to it and there could be a renewal of the Benz-Tesla partnership again. So we reached out to Mercedes for more info, and they were only able to tell us that the US model would offer 2 body sizes and 3 battery pack options. They also noted that they're investing nearly $500 million in this project. I think part of why Elon sees tremendous growth opportunity in offering an efficient and long-range electric Sprinter van is because he's watching the explosive growth of online commerce with companies like Amazon in the recent years. I mean, last summer, Amazon announced it was purchasing 100,000 electric vehicles, many coming from its own investment in the newcomer Rivian. And some are starting to hit the roads in Los Angeles even right now. Amazon also added that it was buying 1,800 Mercedes electric vans, including the e-Sprinter and the smaller e-Vito for Europe. So you can see just how much demand there is for this kind of vehicle, whether it's for moving people or just goods. Tesla could partner with or sell its software, battery tech, or drivetrains to any of these companies. I will leave you with this. In December of 2020, Elon said that SpaceX will land humans on Mars in 2026 and probably have an unmanned mission to Mars before that in 2023 to leave supplies in place. Can you just imagine the marketing genius if he plants a Cybertruck or one of these high passenger density, or let's call it the cyber vans, on Mars for one of its first manned missions? I mean, imagine seeing the first shots of humans on the red planet coming from one of these future Teslas and the amount of marketing buzz that would set off. That is the marketing genius potential that SpaceX and Tesla have in the palm of their hands that nobody else would have. Who needs a Super Bowl ad when you have that? I mean, just something to think about. Okay guys, if you enjoyed this video, the biggest thank you we can get is your support by clicking that like button. And if you want to see more unique content such as this, be sure that you're subscribed to this channel and you hit the bell for notifications. And do check out our website, itskimjava.com, for some really fun EV and Tesla inspired gear. We've got shirts like the one I'm wearing, and also some with Elon's best quotes on them, cookie cutters in the shape of Teslas, including the Cybertruck, screen protectors, and plug and play Sentry USBs. Thank you again for watching, and we will see you guys next time.